Some say cats are aloof, that they walk through our homes like kings and queens, granting us only what they choose. But then night comes, and suddenly the mystery softens. Your cat curls against you, presses into the blankets, or perches near your pillow as though your presence is the only place in the world that feels safe. In that moment, the distance disappears, and you realize something quietly profound. You are their home. Have you ever wondered why? Why do they choose your bed, your side, your warmth, when they could rest anywhere at all? Why, especially now in this chapter of life, do they find comfort in you most of all? It isn't only about warmth. It isn't just about softness. Something deeper. Cats carry a secret language at night, a way of whispering their trust, their routine, and their love, without a single sound. And when you're over 50, that bond takes on an even more tender meaning. Because your rhythms, your calm, your steady presence, it all becomes the perfect harmony to their fragile feline heart. So tonight, let's step softly into this mystery together. Let's wander into the quiet hours where your cat curls beside you, and discover the hidden reasons why they sleep with you and what it truly means. Number 1. Why cats choose us at night. When a cat chooses where to sleep, it isn't random. For them, sleep is not only rest, it is survival. In the wild, a cat never surrenders to slumber without carefully studying the ground, the sounds, the smells. Every choice is calculated, where they can see danger, where they can escape quickly, where safety surrounds them. So when your cat curls up beside you, they're making the most vulnerable choice a feline can make. They are saying with their silent body language, "Here I am safe. Here I can rest." Why they choose you, especially now. If you are over 50, you may not realize how perfectly your life has begun to mirror their deepest needs. Think about it. Your days may move with more steadiness now. Your evenings are quieter. Your routines are more predictable, less full of noise and rush. And to a cat, that predictability is priceless. It means the home feels stable, the nights feel calm, and your presence is not just familiar, it is grounding. Cats love warmth, yes. They love comfort, yes. But more than that, they love peace. And you, in this chapter of life, may be radiating the exact peace they crave. The scent of safety. To your cat, your scent is more than just human smell. It is like a lullaby. Your sheets carry the story of your days, the places you've been, the meals you've cooked, the way your skin breathes warmth into the night. To us, these scents fade into the background. To them, it is an orchestra of reassurance. When they press their face into your pillow or knead your blanket before lying down, it's not habit. It's ritual. It's their way of weaving themselves into your world and telling you, this is ours. This is safe. The map of sleep positions. Where your cat sleeps on you, or near you, is never without meaning. On your chest. This is intimacy at its deepest. They are listening to your heartbeat, syncing with the rhythm of your life force. To them, it is grounding. To you, it feels like love pressing close. By your feet or legs. This is balance. They trust you enough to stay but give themselves the freedom of space. Close yet alert. Safe yet independent. By your pillow or near your head. In cat colonies, the most trusted companions sleep closest to the face. It is an honor. A sign of ranking you among their innermost circle. On your back or shoulder blades. This is surrender. Here they have no clear view, no escape route. It is the feline equivalent of saying, I am home and I don't need to watch for danger anymore. Have you noticed your cat returning to the same spot every night? That is ritual. It's how cats bind themselves to the heart of their companions. Not through words, not through grand gestures, but through quiet repetition, through the comfort of sameness. A gentle pause for you. Think about this for a moment. When your cat curls against you, do you ever feel like they are not only resting, but also guarding your peace? Many cat parents over 50 say the same thing. That on nights of sadness or restless worry, their cat presses a little closer. They don't meow, they don't fuss, they just stay. Do you feel that too? Does your cat somehow know when your soul needs a little extra warmth? Share your story in the comments. Your experience might help another cat lover realize their cat's quiet devotion in ways they never noticed before. Number 2. The hidden messages of closeness. Most nights when your cat curls against you, it is a song of trust. But sometimes, closeness carries a different meaning. Cats are subtle creatures. When something feels off inside them, whether fear, stress, or even a hidden pain, they rarely cry out. Instead, they move closer. They lean into you. They cling. When closeness means love. Picture this. Your cat pads softly onto the bed, circles twice, then nestles against your side. Their breathing steadies with yours, their purr begins to hum like a low fire in winter. This is not neediness. This is harmony. They are close but calm. They stay because they want to, not because they fear what might happen if they don't. This is the language of love. When closeness means unease. Now imagine something different. Your cat suddenly insists on pressing against you in a way that feels almost desperate. They refuse to leave your side even for food or water. Their body is tense, their eyes more watchful, their purring louder, almost forced. This can mean something deeper. Cats often seek our nearness when their own hearts feel uneasy. It could be a sudden change in their world, a new sound or smell in the house, a shift in your routine, or even discomfort or illness stirring quietly in their body. To them you are the anchor. By pressing close they are saying, something feels wrong, but I know I am safe here. The subtle signs to watch for. So how can you tell the difference between a cuddle of love and a cling of worry? Watch for the details. Do they jump up suddenly at night, pacing before settling? Are they more vocal than usual when they come to bed? Do they leave your side the moment you shift, almost as if restless? Have their eating or litter box habits changed? If yes, then their closeness may be less about affection, and more about coping. And in those moments, your gentle attention matters more than you know. A whisper in the dark. Imagine your cat could speak for just one night. Maybe they would look at you and say, I'm not okay, but being near you is the only thing that keeps me steady. That's what their closeness often means. Not a demand, not a burden, but a silent plea for reassurance. So if your cat suddenly clings to you in ways they never have before, don't brush it off as just cute. Listen, watch, because in that silence they may be speaking louder than ever. Has your cat ever surprised you by suddenly becoming extra clingy at night? Did it turn out to be stress or maybe even a hidden health issue? Share your story below. You might help another cat parent notice something important before it's too late. Number 3. The nighttime rituals that add years to their life. For a cat, safety is not built in big moments. It is built in repetition. The small, gentle rituals that happen again and again, until they become a song the heart never forgets. And nowhere is this more true than at bedtime. Why routine feels like love. To you, brushing your teeth, folding a blanket, or dimming the light may seem ordinary. To your cat, those small actions are signals. They mean, the world is stable. Nothing is about to change. You can rest now. Cats thrive on predictability. Every night you move through the same sequence. A soft voice, a touch, a quiet preparation for rest. Your cat's nervous system softens too. They know what comes next. They know they are safe. The science of calm. Studies have shown that consistent routines lower cortisol, the stress hormone, in cats. They sleep more deeply, eat more consistently, and even play more confidently when their world feels predictable. And here's the tender truth. As they age, their need for routine only grows stronger. Just as we, over 50, may long for steadiness and calm, our feline companions crave it too. You and your cat in this chapter of life are walking in step more than ever. Tiny rituals, big meaning. It doesn't have to be elaborate. Maybe it's the way you gently brush them before bed, letting their fur fall smooth. Maybe it's a quiet whisper, a single phrase you always say like, "Good night, my love." Or maybe it's just the way you fold the same blanket at the foot of the bed night after night. To us these are small. To them they are anchors. When you do them with care, your cat begins to associate bedtime with peace, safety, and love. And that calm over the years becomes health. The bond that heals. Think of it this way. Every night you share this ritual, you are teaching their little heart to relax faster, to trust deeper, to live healthier. And what you may not realize is that this works both ways. Your body softens when they purr beside you. Your stress lowers when their tiny rhythm hums against your skin. Your breath steadies because theirs has found you. This is not just routine. It is medicine. A kind of medicine no doctor can prescribe, but one your cat gives freely, every single night. For you to reflect on. Do you and your cat share a bedtime ritual, even if it's as small as the way they climb onto the bed at the same time every night? Tell us in the comments. Your story might help someone realize the magic in the tiny patterns they share with their own cat. Number 4. When sleeping together becomes a hidden health risk. Feels like the perfect picture. Your cat curled against you, your night wrapped in quiet companionship. But even love has its shadows. And sometimes sharing a bed carries risks we don't notice until much later. The fragile gift of sleep. As we grow older, sleep becomes more precious. The deep, uninterrupted rest that once came easily now feels harder to catch. And yet, cats, with their paws twitching, their sudden shifts, their midnight wanderings, often break that fragile thread of rest without meaning to. A paw stretching onto your chest, a whisker brushing your cheek, the sudden jump of a midnight repositioning. Tiny interruptions, yes. But each one can pull you out of the deeper stages of sleep your body so badly needs. And when your sleep fragments night after night, it doesn't just bring morning grogginess. It quietly adds up. Fatigue that lingers all day. Memory that feels a little foggier. A blood pressure that creeps higher. A body that struggles to repair and restore. Your cat doesn't mean to take this from you. In fact, their intention is the opposite, to give comfort. But love in this case can also cost you rest. The things you can't see. And then there are the invisible companions of cat closeness. The fine fur drifting through the air, the dander settling on pillows, the tiny traces of bacteria carried on paws that touch both litter and blanket. For some, these things pass unnoticed. For others, especially those over 50 whose bodies may already be carrying allergies, asthma, or sinus sensitivities, these hidden guests can quietly increase inflammation, drain energy, or deepen discomfort. It doesn't mean your cat is unclean. It simply means their world is wider than your bed, and some of that world comes with them when they curl against you. The gentle balance. But here is the comfort. You don't have to choose between health and love. You can honor both. Wash your sheets more often. It's a simple kindness to yourself. Keep their paws clean with a gentle wipe before bedtime. Create a nearby sleep nest for them. A soft space by your bed, so they can still share the night without pressing against your face or chest. This way the ritual remains intact but your body is also protected. Love without sacrifice. Remember, your cat doesn't measure love by inches. Whether they are pressed to your chest, curled at your feet, or resting on a blanket just beside you, their choice is the same. They want to be near your heart. So don't feel guilty if you adjust the closeness for your well-being. Cats are masters at adapting. And if you care for yourself, you also care for them, because the longer you stay well, the longer you remain their safe place. A gentle question. Have you ever noticed your cat interrupting your sleep, or your health feeling different because of sharing the bed? What little adjustments helped you find balance? Share your wisdom in the comments. Your experience might give comfort to someone quietly struggling with the same thing. Number 5. The spiritual bond of nighttime. There is something about the night that softens us. The noise of the day quiets. The world grows slower. And in that hush, a different kind of bond awakens between you and your cat. One that goes beyond routine, beyond comfort, beyond the physical. It is the bond of the spirit. The silent language of souls. Cats do not speak in words. They speak in silence, in presence, in the soft weight of their body beside yours. When they settle near you at night, they are not just choosing warmth. They are saying, "Here is where I belong. Here is where my spirit rests." It is a language older than speech. A language that flows through breath, heartbeat, and the quiet rhythm of two lives sharing the same space. The night is a sacred time. Across cultures and centuries, nighttime has always been seen as sacred. A time for prayer, for reflection, for communion with the unseen. And your cat, in their simple way, becomes part of that ancient rhythm. Their purr becomes your lullaby. Their stillness becomes your meditation. Their presence becomes your prayer. It is not exaggeration to say that in those hours, you and your cat enter a temple not built of stone but of trust, closeness, and love, especially later in life. And if you are over 50, perhaps you feel this bond even more deeply. Life has already shown you change, loss, growth, and the bittersweet passing of time. In that landscape, your cat's nightly closeness feels like an anchor to something eternal. They remind you that companionship does not fade with age. That love can be wordless. That being present is more powerful than any grand gesture. As their small body curls against yours, you may feel it. The quiet truth that even as years pass, some forms of connection remain timeless. Souls that guard each other. Perhaps you have noticed. Some nights your cat stares at you as you sleep. Their eyes, glowing softly in the dark, seem to watch over you. In their own way they are keeping vigil, not because they fear danger but because their spirit has chosen to guard yours. And perhaps, without even realizing it, you guard them too. The way your arm shifts to make room for them. The way your breath softens when they climb closer. The way your body, without thought, protects their tiny form even in sleep. It is as if, for those hours, your souls take turns holding each other. A bond beyond years. One day both you and your cat will journey beyond the nights you share now. But the bond built in those countless evenings of closeness, that bond will not vanish. It becomes memory, it becomes love carried forward, it becomes part of who you are. And in that way, sleeping together is more than a habit. It is an act of the soul. A nightly reminder that love, at its deepest, is not spoken but simply lived. Something for you to reflect on. Do you feel your cat's presence at night as something more than physical? Something that touches your heart or spirit? Share it with us. Your words might remind someone that what they feel in the quiet hours is not just imagination, but something beautifully real. Number 6. Creating the perfect shared sleep. Love is not only felt in the heart, it is built in the details of daily life. And if you wish to share the night with your cat in harmony, there are small, tender steps you can take. Each one turns the bedroom into a sanctuary where both of you can rest, safe and restored. 1. The gift of a clean nest. Your bed is more than furniture. It is the altar of your rest. Wash your sheets often. Shake out the blankets. Keep a fresh pillow. Not because your cat dirties it, but because love respects health. Freshness honors both of you, your lungs, your skin, your shared comfort. 2. Create a sleep ritual. Cats, like humans, adore rhythm. A quiet brushing before bed. A soft word whispered as the lights dim. A treat given at the same hour. These small rituals whisper to your cat, "It is safe now. The day is done. Let's rest together." And over time, the ritual itself becomes a comfort as deep as the sleep that follows. 3. Their own sacred corner. Some cats want to press against your chest. Others prefer curling at your feet. And some love a nearby basket or cushion, close enough to touch but not intruding. Offer them options. A soft blanket folded at the foot of your bed. A cushion perched by the window where moonlight spills. A little nest just beside your mattress. When you give them choices, you invite freedom, and freedom deepens trust. For gentle hygiene. A simple act of wiping their paws before bedtime can make a world of difference. Not only does it keep your sheets cleaner, but it becomes a ritual of care, like a parent tucking in a child. Your cat may resist at first, but with patience, it becomes another shared moment, a sign that love is also protection. 5. Protecting your own rest. If you find yourself waking often because of their movements, guide them gently. Encourage them toward the foot of the bed or onto their cushion. Remember, love does not mean sacrificing your health. Your cat will adapt to the boundaries you set, so long as your heart remains open and your presence steady. 6. A final whisper before sleep. Never underestimate the power of your voice. A soft good night to your cat, spoken like a prayer, settles them as much as it settles you. Your tone tells them, all is well, the night is safe. And in that whisper, two lives find rest together. A gentle prompt for you. Do you already have a bedtime ritual with your cat? A little routine, brushing, feeding, or simply a whispered word that signals, "This is our moment"? Share it in the comments. Your ritual might inspire someone else to create a nightly bond of their own. Final reflection. And so, dear friend, we return to where we began. The quiet of the night, the soft glow of the moon, the gentle rhythm of breath beside you. Your cat's presence is not random. It is not merely habit. It is love expressed in the purest form. Silence, closeness, and trust. When they choose your chest, your feet, your pillow, or even simply the floor beside you, they are saying without words, "I am yours, you are mine." And tonight we rest together. The eternal lullaby. Life moves fast. The years slip by. But these nights, these shared moments, are the threads that weave your story together. One day when you look back, it won't be the noise of the world you remember. It will be the soft purr in the dark. The weight of a small body curled against you. The peace of knowing you were never alone. That is the eternal lullaby your cat gives you. A song without words, yet one that lives forever in your heart. An invitation from Meowsphere to you. If tonight your cat rests beside you, pause. Place your hand gently on their fur. Feel their warmth. And whisper, even if only in your mind, "Thank you." Because gratitude deepens love. And love, when nourished, becomes timeless. This little sanctuary we've built here, Meowsphere, is more than a channel. It is a gathering of souls who understand the quiet, magical love cats bring into our lives. So I invite you warmly to join the circle. Share your own story in the comments. Tell us how your cat chooses to sleep beside you. Tell us what it means to you. Because your story is not small. Your story is part of this shared tapestry, one that reminds us all of the love we carry in our homes, in our nights, in our hearts. Call to action. So tonight, when the lights dim and the world grows still, when you feel that familiar weight, that soft purr, that quiet presence, remember this. You are not just sharing a bed. You are sharing a life, a soul, a love that outlives the night. Good night, dear friend. Good night, dear cat. And good night to you wherever you are. Until next time, welcome always to Meowsphere.